Does not matter if we are hit personally for all the wrong or right things I've done in the past. Of course, you know who I am. I'm friends with most of you here for controversial cases. I think in my 48 years as lawyer, this probably is what we call payback time. And this is where I think very serious legal issues are concerned because they constitute articles of impeachment against a very high official. And that is why I've committed my time and my law firm's time to assisting the public prosecutors here in their very worthwhile cause, which is the issue of public accountability. This has been a crusade since last year when we also volunteered to help give legal advice to the impeachment team last year. So this is a continuation of our crusade. Let me just say here that this is not about us. This is not about us, public and private prosecutors. This is about all of you. This is about the country. This is about public officials being called to task on their accountability to the Constitution and ultimately to the people. So maraming salamat to the public prosecutors headed by Chair Jinky and of course Chair Congressman Shell Jokno for acknowledging and accepting our offer to help in this very worthwhile endeavor. It will be difficult. The coming days will be difficult. You in media know that there is a lot of fake news, that there is a lot of AIs going on, that there is a lot of falsehood going on. And I'm so happy that you are all here because we are all seekers of truth. There will be those who will distort the truth, especially those who have pledged alliance to the Vice President. We call on media to share with the public responsibility that we as private prosecutors have assumed to help bring out the truth, to help make accountable a public official that deserves to be accountable. With that, I'd like also my seatmate here, my companion since last year, Attorney Saligal. I eat media for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so this is not new. I've worked with many of you, and some of my cases have been controversial, but the common denominator of all the cases I have handled is a moral certainty. It's a certainty that we are for the truth. We are for the rule of law. And so if that is the guide, if our conscience is personally speaking, I go to this impeachment trial with a clear conscience. It does not matter if we are hit personally for all the wrong or right things I've done in the past. What matters here is that we are useful, that we will be useful in supporting or aiding our public prosecutors in presenting a strong, fair, and evidence-based case. So the direct answer to your question, ma'am, is bring it on. It's a real concern, no? As practicing lawyers. Maalala natin, nung height ng prosecution, ng drug war sa Quezon City, nasunog ang Quezon City, City Hall. Nung nagkakaroon ng election protest sa COMELEC, nasunog ang COMELEC. So, and we surmise that this may have to do with documents. And so, we echo the concern of our head public prosecutor, Ma'am Jinky, that there should be measures to protect our documents kasi na-transmit lahat. Speaking from an evidence point of view, we have to safeguard our evidence because the evidence from the House has been transmitted already Most of our documentary evidence has been transmitted to the Senate. And in the pretrial that will happen, where the pretrial order says there will be pre-marking of documentary exhibits, we have a room full of documentary exhibits, literally and figuratively. We hope, well, we trust that the Senate will provide protection, not only, especially for our people, but as well for the evidence in the impeachment case. The other thing is, I guess, media is watching the courtroom, the impeachment courtroom battle. But I think media should also be sensitive, as Chairman Luistro said, to the courtroom outside, because there have been many civil society groups that have launched a Senate Watch. There will also be a People's Impeachment Court. Maybe media should also listen to what is happening outside, because if there is any trouble, sabi nga nila, baka may dumating na armed men or baka may coup d'etat, but this is all speculation. What's important is we are all vigilant. Media, kami sa prosecution, and civil society.
Thank you, pare.
Thank you po.
As we said, today there are 3 law firms here. My law firm, Kapunan and Castillo, Saligal, and Pecabar. And there will be many other law firms and lawyers joining. We are a supportive role. We are here, kagaya ng mga kaso kung sa korte, we are here under the control and supervision of the public prosecutors. So, ang role po namin ay assist. Ang role po namin ay to give recent jurisprudence because we are all practicing lawyers, recent jurisprudence on what is material, the rules on evidence, the rules of court, updating the public prosecutors on recent jurisprudence in the Supreme Court. So, lahat po kami ay lead dito. Lead private prosecutors po kaming lahat. In the sense that we will all be leading ourselves into supporting whatever the public prosecutors need, or whatever we feel is useful and necessary for a full, fair, and strong presentation of evidence. So, sa sagot niyo po, supporting cast lang po kami. Wala po kaming billing issue dito. Sino ang bida dito? Ang bida po dito ay ang taong bayan. Supporting cast lang po ang private prosecutors. Of course, ang public prosecutors, yun po ang kami wala kaming talent fee . So, support lang kami. But it is the public prosecutors really that will be leading this. And that's all I can say. So,
sabi niyo nga po, supporting characters. Pero, are you eyeing to cross-examine the Vice President?
if that is the role that the public prosecutors will assign to us, yes. But I think the public prosecutors are, in our view, all competent to cross-examine the Vice President if and when she appears. That is the big question mark. I think yung tinong mo is evident sa sagot ng Vice President mismo. Kasi napakakapal ng sagot, pero ang nagpakapal nun ay annexes. Ano yung annexes? Annexes na hindi bago, annexes ng final niya sa Supreme Court, annex na final niya sa House Committee on Justice, puro annexes. Pag tinignan natin yung kanyang answer, wala namang allegation, wala namang statement kung ano yung ipipresenta nila. on all the articles, they did not state, they did not deny. General denials lang, pero hindi nila sinabi, deny namin to kasi ito ang ebidensya namin. Ganun dapat ang sagot sa answer. All 4 articles of impeachment, wala pong sinabi kung bakit dinideny niya ang culpable violation of the Constitution, ang grave threats, ang bribery, ang unexplained wealth, ang betrayal of public trust. Wala siyang sinagot doon. Walang sinabing we have witnesses to show or this is our evidence. Wala. Question na naman niya, inulit na naman niya. Jurisdiction, 1-year ban, due process. At saka, partial daw ang House Committee on Justice, nag-mini trial, abusive daw ng coercive power sa subpoena, at gumawa pa ng sariling ebidensya ang House Committee on Justice beyond the impeachment complaints. Ngayon, sa tanong mo, tama ba ang sinabi ng spokesperson ng House? Ang sagot, oo. Kung meron kang ebidensya, ba't katakot na sagutin sa answer? I would have thought that the Vice President was more courageous and more transparent since sinabi ng kanyang mga spokesperson at defense team na ready na sila. At maalala natin ang sinabi niya noon, to quote a previous maybe long time statement, meron daw bloodbath na mangyayari. Saan ang bloodbath na yun? Nakikita ko, personally, bubble bath yan. Hindi bloodbath. I never worked with Malacanang, never had the opportunity. So, typo error lang po. Ang assistant po ang PECABAR. But I echo, no? PECABAR here, we've worked closely with PECABAR kasi ayaw natin sabihin, sinasabi ng part of the disinformation is that this is a Malacanang Senate. Baka sabihin rin nila is this is a Malacanang prosecutors, public and private, kasi nakalagay dyan sa biodata ng PECABAR. I have worked with PECABAR and I can speak for the private prosecutors and for my lawyers. We do not receive instructions from anyone, whether from the House, whether from the Senate, whether from Malacanang. We do not receive instructions. We are here. We give our professional help. We do our own personal judgments as to political issues and our own separate political beliefs. Iba po yun. Yung mga background po namin, iba rin po yun. So, sasabihin nila na Malacanang ang private prosecutors, ay mag-isip-isip sila. Magaling rin kami mag-file ng cyber libel complaint, kagaya ng public prosecutors. Will it be decided on the basis of evidence or on political affiliation? I would like to believe that when the senator judges took their oath of impartiality, and also when the Senate rule says that the Senate impeachment court judges must be politically neutral, I would like to rely on a presumption of good faith. Naniniwala po ako sa lahat ng senator judges that they will be true to their oath of political neutrality and impartial justice. Pag nagkamali naman ako sa paniwalang yan, taong bayan na magde-decide. Because this will be judged not only in the Senate impeachment court, but in the court of public opinion. So, if I am mistaken in my good faith reliance, then let the people decide. But to your question, naniniwala po ako na mananalo kami based on the evidence. Maging 16 votes yan, 12 votes yan, 24 votes yan, or 22 votes yan. Conviction ang lalabas dyan. I've been in practice for 48 years, no? I'm probably older than some of them, their ages combined. But I have encountered SIG and Attorney Narvasa, senior partners of the firm, the younger ones as well. No, let me say that this is competence of lawyers is very good, but regardless of how competent lawyers are, it will still, at the end of the day, be based on the strength of the evidence for or against conviction or acquittal. Kung minsan, sa mga interview ko po, sometimes I say not nice things, but alam niyo po naman, alam niyo po naman, kilala niyo po ako. Ako po ay magalang pero medyo bastos kung minsan. So kung may sinasabi po ko tungkol sa mga kalabang ko dito sa impeachment case, pagpasensyahan nyo na lang. But I'd like to reiterate that the law firm representing and the lawyers representing the defense and the Vice President are all very competent lawyers. But this will not sink or swim based on the competence of the lawyers. This will be decided on the strength or weakness of the evidence presented.